Hi everyone, I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 7, Episode 18. We starting off where we left off. Nene, she is storming off because she feels like she's being attacked. And she feels that in a counseling session, one person shouldn't be singled out of the group, which was her. And she's like, I will not do this. I brought these ladies here. Now, I'm paraphrasing. I done brought these ladies here so we can come together with our differences. But it seems like this is a jump on Nene session. And I could kind of see that because it was all like, Nene, you did this. But it's like, but then on the other hand, it's like, Nene, you are always in some kind of mess. And I think what, sending her over the edges, I think Candy was feeling some type of way about Nene and Phaedra becoming so buddy-buddy. So she just gave her one of those, so when you no longer friends with somebody, you just completely cut them off. Or you gonna do that with all your friends? Like, hey, when you no longer want to be friends with Phaedra, you just gonna cut her off? And Nene's just sitting here looking like, I was just trying to be a friend to Phaedra. I know that's your best good friends. Me being friends with her now is not going to change that. I was just concerned about the girl. But Nene, she chose to get up and leave. And Dr. Jeff, once he gets back after, I don't know how long we're trying to get Nene to come back upstairs, he finally comes back upstairs and he wants to know, why do y'all think Nene left? And somehow Kenya made this situation about her. She brought her experience into this. She's like, well, I know what it's like to have a whole bunch of women gang up on you and you feeling, threatened and all that other stuff. I was like, really? You are using Nene's leaving to go back to when they was, I guess, calling you a hoe or whore, calling you Kenya Moore whore and all that other stuff? Really? You're taking this time to make it about you yet again? I'm like, okay, whatever. And he's trying to get the girls to, like, work on, what's going on with them. And, Portia, she's mad. She's like, well, Claudia, well, first she started off with Kenya. She's like, well, Kenya, me and you, we've had this, you kind of have an attitude towards me since the first time I met you when I accidentally called you Miss America and not Miss USA. Sorry about that. I know that title is very precious to you, but she said sorry. I meant, I'm sorry, Miss USA, once, Kenya corrected her. And it seemed like ever since then, Kenya had something to say about Portia. And then Kenya tried to make it like it was Portia's fault that she got jumped on. Well, you had this big old wand waving it all in that girl's face. Then you had that blowhorn all up in that girl's face. And she told you to stop and you didn't. And you got pulled to the ground. Maybe a few pieces of your hair got pulled out. Dress may have got messed up. I don't know. But it's not like Portia just one day was like, you know what? I think I don't like Kenya today. Therefore, I think we should, always get into it when we're together. And her issue with Claudia was, she was like, Claudia, you just came out of nowhere on that bus in Anguilla. Was it Anguilla? Wherever it was, was it Puerto Rico? Wherever it was where Demetria had her little showcase. Yeah, there. And she's like, you just out of nowhere talking about something. I got my car from a married man. I'm sleeping with a married man. You going on and on about me and some married man. Like, you know that to be the gospel. And she's like, Claudia's like, yeah, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. She's like, and then Kenya jumped on the bagwagon talking about something. Yeah, she is sleeping with a married man. And she's like, that's why I don't get along with you. Because we can't be fussing and fighting one week at each other's throat, and then the next week if I see you at an event, I'm not gonna be like, okay, girl, hey girl, how you? Ooh, I couldn't get that out. Hey girl, how you doing? You look, ooh yes. Where you get that dress from? I want to get the same one, but I want to get mine in like this like royal blue color. They had that. See, when I went there, they didn't have it. It wasn't gonna be like we gonna be cool, but like I'm still mad at you, and until we can come to some kind of conclusion, I think I'm going to continue on being mad at you. And it's funny because the girls seem to have come together with their differences. So I guess it was good that Nene did get the girls together for a counseling session. Too bad she didn't stay long enough for her to get something out of it. Candy, she doesn't understand why she's there, but Portia was like, well, what I've been told is that you really there for Phaedra, and Candy don't know what's going on. She's like, I just talked to her. I mean, I ain't gonna bring it up. I mean, if she ain't bringing it, I mean, I'll call her one day, but if, I don't know that there's an issue, then we don't have an issue. That's just you. We don't have a problem. You have a problem. So, I guess she's feeling like, why is Phaedra going to Nene and Portia and not coming to her? Well, I guess it's because you guys haven't talked. Phaedra sits down with Bishop T.D. Jack's daughter because I guess they both been through some controversy. They did some controversy in their life. Phaedra, she didn't got with ex-con who was still doing con-like things, I guess you could say. And Bishop T.D. Jake's daughter, she got pregnant at 14. I guess, she, Bishop's daughter, that looked frowned upon that she 14. Well, I guess it looked frowned upon anywhere you 14, but it looked even worse on her since she's a bishop's daughter. She's supposed to, I guess, in everybody's eyes, she's supposed to be, not do anything wrong. Can't have bishop and pastors and ministers and deacons' children out there acting all kind of crazy and doing what a lot of teenagers do. But anyways, Phaedra's like, she should have left Apollo a long time ago, and she would have, but she didn't want to seem like an unsupportive wife. Like, he was like, she loved this man. She thought he changed his ways. But then, as time went on, he became hateful and mean towards her. And I guess she didn't want the public to know that, because I didn't know that until last season. I started seeing this rift between them when they was together. He was always mad and angry about something. And maybe that's when it started. But she's like, this is the first time in a long time that she's able to be at peace in her home and able to sleep without feeling threatened and, being yelled at and felt mistreated by Apollo. And she kept all these things in. I wouldn't, known that he was out. Well, I kind of could see him, yelling at her a lot. But, for her to say she's feeling at peace is like, wow. I'm sure this Apollo situation put her through all kind of stuff. I didn't have her having to deal with her babies having to go through this. I just couldn't imagine. So Claudia and Dr. Jess speak up, and I don't remember what they was going on because I guess it wasn't that important. But it comes down to he thinks that all the girls should go on a trip. Now, there has been few to none trips that these ladies have been on when there has not been any drama. So I don't know how this is going to be any different. I guess these girls, they didn't have their little counseling session and they're trying to work on some things. So I guess it's going to be better. So Claudia, Kenya, they go tell, and Cynthia, they go tell Karen, hey, we're going on a trip. I don't know if Nene's going to be able to come because, she's working on Broadway, half health reasons. She can't be really traveling that far. But we should go on a trip. And Candy's like, really? We all should go on a trip together. This is the solution for us to get, to where we can be tolerable around each other. Go on a trip. And I felt like the same thing. I was like, a free trip sounds well and all well, but at what stake? If I gotta sit here and we arguing all the time, I ain't gonna be able to enjoy my trip. So what am I gonna get out of this? So Phaedra goes to see a divorce attorney. This is her last straw. And the attorney's like, why did you get with him anyway? You knew he was a criminal. What made you? She was like, well, I thought he had changed. He had convinced me to change, and maybe he was just kind to me the whole time. He was loving and supportive, and I could see myself in him for the rest of my life. And I don't know, something just changed with him. And it's I wanted to leave, but I don't think I could leave at the time. It's he had me so stressed out and so angry, I just didn't know what to do. I stayed when people told me I should leave, but I didn't. But her pretty much, she did have a good little prenup saying whatever she made, whatever she had going into the marriage, she keeps. And whatever she made while they was married, she gets to keep. And I guess whatever money he made, he gets to keep. But money he made, he stole. So I don't know how that's gonna work. But she was like, your kids are going to have to, you know, he's gonna want to see his kids. I'm gonna let you know that now. Faith is like, well, that's like 5 hours away. I gotta miss work, so that is messing with my money. I don't want to be taking my kids around a whole bunch of murderers and criminals, but you know, they was already living with a criminal anyway, but that's neither here nor there. She was like, I don't know, but she was like, okay, we ain't gonna deal with that right now, but I'm just letting you know that that's gonna come up in the near future. So yes, what else happened? Candy and Todd and Cynthia and Peter, they all play pool together, and they talk about how Nene left out of the counseling situation all mad, and how she was coming at Dr. Jeff being all mad at him and this, that, and the third. What else happened? Oh, Kenya, she had the reading of her, I don't know if it's a play, is it a show, is it a movie, about the three sisters, and you know, Leon was there, and Cynthia, she was feeling kind of, you know, like, this is Leon, you know, this is my ex, he is very serious about his work. Well, how am I going to do, because, you know, I acted a little, but it wasn't nothing like that. How's this going to work? Kenya stretched out, ready to pull every strand of hair out of her head, because she's acting, producing, directing, giving out refreshments. She's doing everything to get this, you know, play, movie, TV show together. I don't know what it is right now. I don't think they said. I think it's a TV show because she said, look out, Two Broke Girls, here comes the whatever the name of the show was going to be. So, guess we're going to be looking forward to seeing this sometime in the near future, I guess. I don't know. Nene, she's telling Greg what went on. She was like, she can't handle being around the negativity. She thought a group therapy was supposed to be, you know, not one person being attacked by everybody else. She seemed like she's not taking responsibility because most of the arguments with people had to do with her. So yeah, it was kind of a boring episode. So I'm sorry if I'm not all enthused because nothing really happened. They spent a good portion talking about and filming what's wrong with the girls in there, why they can't get along. So, if I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment, video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.